Okay, today is November 21, 2024. This is the meeting of the Kubernetes Storage Special Interest Group. As a reminder, this meeting is public, recorded, and posted on YouTube. We have a little bit lighter attendance today. We did end up changing the schedule for this, which was discussed at the previous meeting. We skipped last week due to KubeCon, and now we are shifted by 1 week on our schedule. This has been reflected on the SIG storage calendar, but folks may have missed it. I'm going to send a message to the SIG storage mailing list to remind folks of the new schedule. If you're unsure of when the meeting is, always take a look at the SIG storage calendar. That should be the source of truth. And with that, even though we have a smaller group, we'll go ahead and get started, and we'll post the recording on YouTube, and hopefully next time folks will be able to join. With that, I will go ahead and switch over to our planning spreadsheet and see if we can get status updates for some of these items. First up is recovering from resize failure, move to beta. Last status update here was PR out, Flip feature gate, Gianna's reviewing. Any new updates on this one?
Yeah, that one is merged. So that's the entry PR is merged. So that one we're good for code freeze. And Hemant, I'm not sure if he submitted a PR in the resizer yet. Is he supposed to make some changes in the resizer that I do not remember if he got the PR out yet?
Cool. Thank you, Shing. And then volume group snapshot.
Yeah, this one we have a lot going on.
Yeah.
uh, so maybe for the CSS spec, are we good
Yeah, I
to?
think we're good for the CSI spec. I cut the RC on Monday,
Mhm.
and I believe today, end of day, I will go ahead and cut the final release. So we should have a CSI 111.
Okay, great. Yeah, so then after that's released, we need to update it's the snapshot or to use the latest CSS spec. And then there are a couple of PRs pending. So I mean, they're being reviewed, right? There was a bug that Hammond actually discovered, so I fixed it. So he need to test it and see if it's fixed it. And then finally there was one PR to move the API to beta. So we try to fix everything, make sure tests all look good before we move it to beta. Um, so I think there are maybe three-ish PR outstanding that we need to merge
Cool.
or we cut the sidecar because they like to cut it a little bit early. So, uh, but we do want to make sure we don't want to break the existing voting snapshot feature while moving this one to beta. So just want to do more testing.
Yep, that makes sense. Cool. Thank you, Shing. Next one, CSI volume health. I don't
Uh,
think we've got an update on this one for a while.
we actually had a discussion on this one at KubeCon. So talking about what do we want to do? So there are a few things. We actually have some notes. Uh, one thing is whether we want to like add a condition in the PVC for the wooden house so that you know user can actually look at that and make some decisions. Um, so that's something we still need to we need to check. And then there's this company EDB, they are working on the PostgreSQL operator. They are interested in using this field. So we will be follow up with them and see, if we make this change, how they're going to use it. And there's another idea that Young brought up is to do like a volume paint. But not sure because that one it's kind of different, solving a different problem because you're not supposed to look at change to decide whether the PVC is healthy or not, and then make a decision, right? This is for something that is already been provisioned and used by a pod. So that is more for like before it is uh, provisioned, before it is scheduled, kind of to see if it's good or not to be used by the pod. So yeah, so we still need to follow up on this one, but we did have some discussion on this.
Awesome. Hopefully that can translate into moving this forward. Next we
So
have
wait,
sorry, go ahead.
I'm trying to follow the. You said that there's two proposals, one which involves a condition on the PVC, and another that involves a concept of a taint, which would be a brand new concept, if I'm not
Right.
mistaken.
Yeah,
Okay.
that one we need, but I think that's um is not in line with what this one is originally designed for. I mean, although I think that can solve some other problems, right? So I'd like to first look at, if we move this to a condition, does that make sense? And can actually people use it, right? So that's one thing we want to
Yeah, I mean,
first.
what we should probably do is list the use cases that people have proposed
Yeah,
for
yeah,
either of those features, and then figure
yeah.
out is there is there one of the two mechanisms which addresses more of those use cases than the other, or are they basically the same? In which case, it's just a stylistic choice for how we deliver it, right?
Yeah,
Um,
we can, yeah. So there were some notes, discussion notes, but yeah, but we should actually, flesh it out just and more details. Yeah.
okay, so you said there's a notes doc, but there's no like concrete proposal design doc yet.
Right, right. This is just
Okay,
this is at our meetup at the
okay,
computer summit. We just had some discussion. Yeah.
that sounds awesome.
Yeah. I think there are some other proposals, but I think I'll wait for this Michelle and Young when they come back. They can talk about those. There's something else, but that's not related to anything else we talked about over there.
Cool. So next item is change block tracking. Last status update here was PR out for review. Anything new here?
I think it's still ongoing. I have not looked at it after KubeCon, so
Okay.
yeah, they're
Mark that as still pending.
yeah, they're still pending.
Next
Is
we've
this the one
got
that's on my plate to review?
Uh, yeah, they probably, I think there are some PR assigned to you as well.
Okay.
Maybe the host pass, the change, they're trying to implement this one in host pass as a sample. That one is probably assigned to you, right? Yeah, that one.
Oh. Oh, I thought that there was a KEP or something or a design doc that needed reviewing. If it's the host path
Oh,
one,
no,
I know
no,
where
this
that
is
link is.
the
Okay.
CPT is, the cap was already merged, right? We're just trying to finish implementation.
Okay.
So that, because then they want to be able to cut a release because so far just, some bunch of code, but we can't really cut any release to try it out yet, right? So they want to get to a certain point. So we need to have like a sample driver. People can actually test it out. Yeah, so there is a sample implementation in the host pass driver for this. Yeah, I can ping you later too. It's I think it is assigned to you. I don't know if you get notifications for that.
Yeah, I think I got it mixed up.
Okay.
So I do know the one you're talking about.
cool. Next one is enable privileged containers for Windows to replace CSI proxy for Windows. This is mostly out of tree. We had no update here, but Alibaba was working on implementing this and would support both versions. Anything new here?
Yeah, so we actually also need to implement this one. There's some issue we run into, but I don't know when exactly, but no, this is something pending for us as well.
That would be for VMware shing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Cool. Next item is SE Linux relabeling using mount options. For other access modes, we plan alpha changes in 132. So this is API PR review needed and need Michelle's review.
So this is yeah, this is merged. So those API changes, controller side changes, those are entry code changes are all merged. I think it's just, I think even documentation is ready. Yeah, so we are good.
Nice. Okay. Next, we have volume attribute class remain in beta at quota support. Last update, Drew and Carlery attended API machinery meeting for quota bug fix, waiting for them to fix it. Probably no update on this one.
Yeah, I just saw Drew's pin and someone to review their PRs in the resizer. I think Command says he's going to review it, but that's probably not related. I think that not related to the quota change.
Okay, I'm going to mark that one as no update for today. Next, we have storage capacity scoring, how to sort. Anything new here? I think Jan was supposed to take a look at this.
Yeah, this one didn't make it. I think Yang did add comments, but I think the author didn't have enough time to address it to make it merged.
So I'm going to say
continue in
move
next
to
release.
133. Get to 32. Okay. And I will go ahead and cross it out. And move that to the bottom. Okay. Next is SIG node non-graceful node shutdown tests. Just bug fixes for this cycle. Looks like a PR has been filed according to Yingqi.
Right. Yeah. So I need to actually supposed to take a look.
Okay. Then SIG apps auto delete PVCs with stateful set move to GA. Any update on this one?
I'm not sure what is the status actually.
Okay.
I actually lose track about this. We need to check with Matt.
Okay, I'm gonna mark this as no update for this cycle, and hopefully we can get an update next time. Next we have Cozy overall move to V1 Alpha 2.
Yeah, this is still ongoing. We won't be able to finish it in 1.32, but it just, just keep working on it.
Okay, so I'm gonna say move to 133. Progress made. We'll continue to work on it. And then I'll go ahead and cross it out and move to the next cycle. All right, next is CSI sidecar all-in-one. Looks like we've had no update here for a while. I will skip over that one. Next is remove dynamic provisioning support from the host path entry volume plugin. It's design only for this cycle. Implementation was blocked by Portworx. Anything new here?
I think it's the same.
Same status. Okay. Then we've got remove git repo entry, announce official removal to allow deletion of the code.
So we need to, we need to add a release node, but we don't have that. Not sure how to communicate with Chris. I know he was
on Slack for a while.
I don't know what is Slack handle. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we might need to find a new owner for this if we don't get into this. Okay, next one is mutable CSI node allocatable property. Not implementable yet, waiting for everyone to review. I'm gonna mark
This one sounds new.
Yeah, this is did not make it so that the cap was not merged because it was just going through reviews. So I think
Is it a CSI change or a change on top of CSI?
CSI, I think this is mainly in the Kubernetes API, so like CSI node. I think it does not need a CSS spec change if I'm
Okay.
right.
I'm gonna say move to 133 for this one, and we can continue tracking it.
But it has a cap I can go read, right? I think I see
Yeah,
a
there is a
link.
cap. Yes,
Yeah, I'll go read it.
there was. I think it's just. I think they got a lot of other. There are other SIGs that are reviewing this one as well, so didn't get merged.
Cool. I think that's pretty much it for our list. I'll go back to the agenda. Anything else on anyone's mind? All right, cool. And I will go ahead and send an email to Kubernetes SIG storage to remind folks uh, to get the updated calendar invite. Anything else on anyone's mind before we go? All right, thank you so much. See you next time, and that'll be in 2 weeks from now. So if anybody's watching the recording, the next meeting will be on December 5th.
Thanks, Saad.
All right,
Thank
thanks
you.
everyone. Take care.
Bye.